Oh, how are you doing with the cow?
Good.
Any progress?
She doesn't shake as much.
She hasn't killed you yet.
No, she hasn't hooked me yet, so that's good.
That's a good thing.
So
Okay.
I was asked to. Are we on video now?
We are.
Okay. Supposed to say happy birthday to CP Cammy.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, goody.
There we go.
Oh.
Jami and Fugan.
Oh, I didn't know about food.
Fugan?
Yes, both of them on the same
Fugan is
day.
unbelievable. Fugan sends us things. She noticed our dinner table, I mean our dishes were terrible. So she sent us a whole set. So every day I thank Fugan.
Well, it's Fugan and Cammie's birthday today.
Idea. Well, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
All right, sir. Carlene, we have no boxes. I just went and double checked.
Wow. Okay.
You get your nose out of there, silly boy.
Okay. Here we go. We're off and running. Oh, freezing. And we have Margaret Peggy Banner for 3 chicken bricks.
Where is she from?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll figure it out in a minute. Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
Maybe.
You been gluing rocks?
Huh?
You gluing rocks?
I am gluing rocks.
I saw. I didn't know if I could move it, so I didn't touch a thing.
Why don't you go get me?
I seen them in your room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have one on.
Oh, you want me to go
Yeah.
get one?
Pick it.
Oh, okay.
Pick the one way over to the left.
Okay.
Kill him.
Bentley has to let him know I'm in charge. He
Yeah.
can come in, but I'm in charge.
Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. You put a pen in there.
Oh, that's neat.
I took it over to the place we get the rocks. I kind of half know the woman who owns it. She's a friend of Gwen's, and I had one made up, so I gave it to her. She was so excited.
Oh, really?
She said, "I need 3 more immediately." So I've been working on that today.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
It's not as easy as it looks. I've screwed up too.
What is the base of it?
There's a
Oh, a plastic lid? Okay.
plastic lid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And somebody has already sent me a bunch of those.
Is that right?
So I've got a supply of those already. I'm going to be out of it pretty soon. But I sent a bunch of it home with one of the kids, the students that works here Mondays and Wednesdays. And I'm kind of hoping that she's made one overnight.
Right, right. So,
so
you
that
can
I
take
have-
them back?
So I have 3 of them tomorrow. That I don't have 3 good-looking ones right now. Any rate, we have for 2 chicken bricks, Myrna. See what the reason I like this is it's a place to put 1 pen.
Yeah.
You know, so you have 1 pen. You don't have a whole shoebox full. You have 1, and that's what you need.
You could probably sell those like
Well, that
to the banks and stuff.
okay. That's the next thing. How much is it worth? How much would anybody pay for it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because especially if you're trying to give it that like country look or whatever.
A rustic look, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fireplace.
Right,
There,
right.
You know?
Well, my God, they sell pet rocks.
Yes, they do.
Why can't I get on that?
No, they sell rubber dog shit too.
Rubber snakes.
Well,
I hate when people throw them things at me because I hate snakes.
Oh. Oh.
they don't like snakes either.
Well,
No.
when they can just bite you and poop on you. I mean,
You know I sold puppy breath in little vials.
Yeah.
puppy breath.
Puppy breath.
I seen a thing watching TV the other night. You know how them infomercials come on last
Yeah.
night? Selling holy water, like telling you it'll change your life, and we're gonna send you
Oh,
water
yeah.
in a bag, and it's
Okay.
like, okay.
Well, I sold
A lot.
$800 worth of puppy breath. And one guy even sent it back for a refill.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
$5 for a refill.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was
I wish I had
It's always
something.
creative.
Yeah.
it was a time when we had that big snowstorm, because I met the guy that was selling bottles of snow.
Oh, so funny.
He'd fill up a plastic bottle of snow, and people were buying that like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Boston blizzard.
That's funny.
People crazy.
I had in West Virginia, there was a lady that lived down the road that was in Wizard of Oz,
Oh, really?
and where they had so many bricks, because back then they couldn't make it up.
Oh,
They
Right,
really
right.
had to
They had lots of
build the
yellow bricks, right?
I
So
could.
everybody that was in the movie got
Got
a
bricks.
couple tons of yellow bricks, and she would sign them and give them to people.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's funny.
And did you get one?
Yeah, at one point.
Yeah.
I move around so much, so if it don't fit in the car, I
Right, right. Understood.
Ah. Okay. Well, this damn outfit. That's the biggest racket, but I can't do a damn thing about it.
To enforce them. I watched both Speaker Boehner and Speaker Ryan force resignations of members who became embarrassments and distractions.
I can't do anything about
I
it.
do think that what should happen.
Although I'd be damned if I'll give him.
It was Steve King. He kicked Steve King off his committee. He did the right thing there. And I think those are now approaching that. They need to do this.
What, 30 years ago, when they put the country club in, my husband was one of the first to run up there and get in line and bought. You had to buy shares or something. I don't know. It wasn't an awful lot. I don't know. I've forgotten exactly how much it is, but at any rate, you bought this share that you were supposed to get back when you left.
Okay.
Well, I would like to leave, and I cannot leave until next April. And I have the other deal is you have to pay your dues every month
Oh, right.
for like 30 years or something. Well, we have.
gosh,
Yeah, it's a long
right.
time. But it's up next April, and I can't get out early. So I have to pay dues from now till next April, or my
Or your-
$20,000, whatever the hell it is.
Right.
So that makes me just furious to
Do
see
you
it.
have the days counted until April 1st?
Yeah, right. Battle Creek, Michigan. Battle Creek, Michigan. What on earth did we do there? Please acknowledge the enclosed memorials for Julie Cummins and wife. Oh, I see. This is the first time I've run into this with little envelopes.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, well, we better leave them in the little envelopes. The funeral homes now give out the envelope for the check-in.
What's that?
This is, the funeral homes give out the, in loving memory of Julie Cummings.
That's a really good idea.
Memorial
To do that.
contribution is enclosed for Service Dog Project.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought they were sending you one like they wanted your business. When you got it. I'm like, well, that's kind of rude, isn't it?
okay, well, thank you very much.
I think that's a really good idea.
Okay,
There's a
well,
lot of envelopes there.
There's a lot of
She
envelopes,
must have been
and-
amazing.
and Linda will figure it all out.
That's a very
She's not going to be here next Friday,
right.
but that's all right. Okay, I did all that.
Okay, well, there are no boxes, so let me put this
Are
up.
you sure there's no boxes? Cause the UPS.
You were up here hoping to get some
No,
Cracker Jacks out
Because
of
I
it.
checked.
No, I just saw the UPS guy here today. He pulled in behind me one of the times.
Oh, there's a thing of Purina.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is it, yeah, it must be something we said ourselves.
Yes, the big bags of Purina,
It's the diet food.
the diet. Okay, let me put this up.
People in the room were there on January 6th when that mob stormed the Capitol and people died. And
Are you using the hay out of the trailer?
people cheered
Yeah.
last night.
Oh, good.
House Republicans.
If not, somebody's taking the hay.
No, it's me.
Have they taken the bathtub yet?
Well, where do you want that bathtub?
Well, I'm thinking if that thing goes dry in 24 hours, that
Well, I'll just check it every morning.
you better check a little more. But the only way we can have more is to have a larger lower.
Right, because that
Which would
big
be
one
that
doesn't do
bathtub.
any. Yeah, that big one in the back only does good for the horses unless it's filled to the rim all the time.
Right, that's no good because it just
Yeah.
plain doesn't work.
It's a piggy bank.
Oh, this good.
But I don't know when I turned it off. Let me.
It's on.
Is it on? You touch the top of the. Yeah, up in there someplace.
That's awesome.
You're supposed to throw coins in it, but we don't have any coins.
Okay. BLH was just going to say she left out whose puppy breath it was. It was our lovely lady Anna Banana. Yes, it was, and I was one of the puppy breath collectors. Okay, let me see. Sniddles, I did close the door so the TV you won't hear as much. And Boiler, I did the same. And Jerry, I did the same. And Schnauzer Mom, there we go, Jerry. Okay.
Where is the TV?
It's in. There's one in Carlene's room. Yep. Maybe someone can call. Not necessary. I took care of it. Okay. So Tori, Cowboy's in the house. Nice to see you, Cowboy Matt. We enjoy your updates and all that you share.
Is that a phone call coming in?
Yeah, I have to go. I don't know where that phone is. I'm gonna grab Linda's.
Oh, somebody's asking. Kaylee's asking what's on your hat, Carlene.
No, they hung up.
What's on my hat?
Roses.
Roses?
Yep.
It
I
is.
had to have something on because my hair. I don't think I combed my hair at all today. Somehow
Well, you
I
have
missed
a nice
that.
hat, so
I
it's
missed
all
that
good.
process.
So it's all good. Okay, Fluffy promised the TV is turned down. I hope by the time this comes on. Okay.
Did you see the video
What video?
of the trick horse?
Which?
This is a trick horse. The one where the guy comes riding in very formally, and the horse reaches down to his breastplate and pulls this thing, and the saddle comes off and upside down. I'll find it and show it to you.
Yeah,
It is good. The timing, it's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to be going. What is it? Friday. I don't know for sure. Friday or Saturday. One of those days, I'm gonna run up to Equine Affair in Springfield.
Oh.
Yeah, check out. I always like going up there and watching the versatility competition. And have you ever been there?
No.
Oh, to watch that show Fantasia that they sell tickets to?
Yeah.
Like they'll get, some of them are horses that do obstacles, like just putting on a show. Some of them are designed like the Andalusians. They'll dress to match the horse in that time period.
Oh, wow.
And carry that 14-foot stick and do all these tricks. And then
Wow.
they might have a lady on a Frisian in a big gown and doing different things. And then you might have somebody coming in with 5 minis that rear up and run around all in sync.
I was supposed to go there one year with my
Oh, it's
8 hitch.
freaking
Yeah.
awesome. I want to take Chrissy because she's never been, and I'm like, oh,
Wait till you see
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And it's in Springfield?
yeah, at the Big E.
The
Big E.
11th through
Yeah.
the 14th, because they used my picture in the brochure this year
Oh, they did?
for the versatility competition, because where they didn't have it last year, and I competed the year before last. So my goal is next year I got Freedom and another horse, and I'm going to try to get them ready for that competition, because they
Oh.
allow, I think, 25 head in it,
Wow.
and the other.
Oh, you ought to get my horse ready, because my horse is spectacular looking.
I keep hollering at the farrier to get her shoe put back on, because she's so tender-footed on them rocks I can't ride her even though we have all this nice weather.
Yeah.
So
Tell Janine.
I'll tell Janine to tell him, and he'll get over here.
Tell Janine if she can't get that guy, get somebody else, because we need a blacksmith.
Yeah, well, pretty soon they're going to need their snowshoes.
You're
Right.
right.
Go playing in the snow.
What do you
Okay.
put on for snowshoes?
Well, I've always used Paul Doyle.
The-
So he drills, puts studs.
That's what I mean, the studs.
Yeah, he'll put the studs in, and then he puts that rubber piece in there,
Yeah.
so when snow gets packed in there, as soon as they pick up their feet, it pops it right back out.
Bubble,
'Cause
the
if
bubble,
not-
bubble pads.
Yeah, cause
bubble
if,
pads, yeah.
yeah, because if not, it's like you guys wearing high heels.
Right.
They get that
Right.
snow ice ball packed in there, and they're
Yeah.
know.
Right. Oh, I'm just worried about the spikes. When you get the spikes in, then you don't go out the driveway. You stay on the dirt.
Right. So then what we'll do is we'll go through the back.
Oh, that'd
now
be-
that
oh.
that's all opened up.
Sure, that's a good idea.
That way we stay off the driveway.
My beautiful driveway.
I know. I know.
Oh, you don't know
I
how
like
we
it 'cause
suffered.
It's one of the. I'm from
We-
West Virginia. I know how you suffer
We suffered.
with the rocks.
Oh, terrible.
That's
Terrible.
like, you couldn't pay me to take a fencing job up here.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. That's why you got them stone walls everywhere. You go 3 inches and you hit a rock.
Yeah. If you get 3
Like
inches.
when I went to Florida, it was like, oh, this is freaking easy. Just shoveling
It's sand. It's sand. Okay, Anja would like to know, how many horses are now at the farm? Is it still 3, Taxi, Freedom, and Huxley?
I changed Huxley's name to Wizard, by the way. I don't like Huxley.
Okay, so
Yeah, but 3.
there are 3.
So we got-
Okay.
3 horses, 3 donkeys, 3 goats.
There's more than 3 donkeys, aren't there?
No. Remember when
The
you
mini-
were,
the
you
mini-
were
the-
making, we got the 2 minis and pockets, because remember you were raising the stink about wanting your painted
Yeah.
donkey back? Well, we went and picked them up, both up. One of that one and another one over at Groton House, and then we dropped them off at Meredith. Because I thought we were bringing yours back here.
She's with a boyfriend, isn't she?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
We don't know what's happening.
Uh-oh, I guess highlights were happening. I see highlights. Oh no. Let me see.
Can anybody give me the that thing for that horse?
The
A link for that horse.
for the trick horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had it in yesterday's Daily Doggy or something.
Okay, let me see. We missed the very beginning of the questions due to highlights. There really was, just showed Matt the piggy bank. Okay. Indy Dunes, happy birthday. Thank you for relaying Betsy's message. Mary, wonderful, sending love and healing hugs to Betsy. Happy birthday, Cammie. Okay. Cammie, howdy CPs. Betsy Higgins wanted me to let you know that cataract surgery went well and she is going to rest and will be back on the chat board in a couple days.
Oh, good.
Thanks to all of you for the kind words and well wishes. Okay, hi Matt. Do you watch the TV show Yellowstone? It's about life on a
So, I mean, it's Hollywood. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
The thing I like about the show more than anything else is the horses they use.
Yeah.
Because the horses they use are some of the best horses in the world, but they're show ponies.
Right.
You know, well, working show ponies. So, like when the Rainers came in season 1, it was
Service dog project.
5 or 7 of the best reining trainers in the
Really?
country.
Really?
And then when they showed the cow horses, and those were the top
You are,
trainers
okay.
in the cow horse world.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
so
know.
he brings in the best of the best. And
I don't know what I can do about it. Nothing,
they
right?
ride
Just sit here.
are freaking
We're just-
bred to the hilt.
We're just talking.
And amazing.
Does any-
If
I'm
you
trying to
used
find
watch
that,
Westerns back in the
that-
day,
Yeah.
like they'd ride like this,
Right,
and every time
exactly.
they pull on their horse, the horse would throw its
Yeah,
head up,
yeah.
and this and that.
Look.
And I mean, these
Different
are
world,
yeah.
In the horse
it's
thing.
Just the caliber of horses they use, nobody's ever
Oh,
put
okay.
together.
Right.
So
Okay,
it's
great.
really
Thank
fun to
you.
watch. But
Bye.
the thing that I think's funny as hell is you never see them wearing spurs.
Oh, yeah.
They
And-
oh,
And you know why you don't see them wearing spurs? Because probably most of them don't ride good enough. Because when I finally got to go out west and get to see these big ranches, like I was so excited. Like I thought cowboys, they just lived and breathed that stuff, you
Right,
know.
right.
And you get out there, and then we went to I went to Colorado, and we got to do an old-fashioned roundup where we brought in 450 pair,
Wow.
which is mama and baby. So you're bringing in close to 1,000 head of cattle, and you got all these cowboys out there. They couldn't ride for shit. They couldn't. I mean, they had no horsemanship skills whatsoever. It was just get there. Now, if you had to run down a cow and rope it, yeah, they could cowboy like that. But to be a cattleman or a horseman, I was just so freaking disappointed. Because the guy I went out there to work with, he was an equine dentist and a farrier and a team roper. And he was an amazing horseman,
Yeah.
you know. And so I just held everybody to that standard. And
Yeah.
boy, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's funny getting to go out there, but to see them not wearing their spurs, because anybody that, you know, some people might think it's cruel or whatever, but if you can get a horse to move off that much pressure because he's trained,
Right.
you know, to get over.
Right.
See, people don't realize, I mean, yeah, if you get on them the old cowboy way and just jump on them and start hooking them, yeah, you know, why don't you just go riding the rodeo?
Yeah.
But, you know, because you see two horses in a field and one double barrel kicks the other one right in the rib cage while it's eating grass, and that horse just goes, and right back to eating grass. So you really think that kicking a horse bare-heeled as hard as you can, that horse is just going So, you know, that's what the spurs are for, to insinuate less pressure, but be lighter.
More effective.
Yeah.
Right.
they said that this thing is on here, so
Okay, let me see. Hi, Carlene and Jamie and Matt. Okay, so Murphy would pay at least $10 for
there
your
you go
rock
for my
pen
rock
holder.
collection.
There you go.
Sell them in the
Only
dog.
takes me 4 hours to make.
$2.50 an hour.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
getting,
go.
I'm getting better all the time.
And then she said, sell them in the doggy bag. That would probably be expensive to mail. Also, did you switch hay type this time?
Yes.
Some noticed the herd not eating the current hay like usual.
They eat it more, actually.
Yeah, this looks like pretty decent hay that we got the
Oh,
last
that,
time.
that hay you just got in, it's so soft like the goats and the donkeys freaking love it.
Oh, looks like highlights are back. Okay, Matt, where in West Virginia are you from?
Right outside of the capital of Charleston, about 20 minutes in a little town called Elkview,
Okay.
West Virginia.
Alrighty. Yep, highlights are back again. I hope you're all back. Okay, I hope you're all back. Oh, it looks like that might be your video. We'll take
Go
a look.
ahead.
We'll take a look.
Hit it.
You want to hit it now?
Sure. Is that going?
And that's yep, the
Oh.
little wheels are loading. And that's from Puppy Love.
The timing on these two was really spectacular.
Loading, loading, loading. My goodness.
I don't think it's being honest.
Okay, well, let's go jump up a little bit and then we'll come back to that, okay? Okay, yep. Highlights again, Michelle. Let me see, and we're going back to the rock pen holder. Okay. Matt, what is Freedom's brand? Bar Montana?
No, it's the ranch she came off of, which was the Malstead Ranch, and it makes no sense because their logo's like MRI.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like her registered name is MRI's Praying for Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so but the MT is just the ranch brand that they chose.
How old was she when you got her?
3,
3.
and she had never been touched.
Really?
Oh, they turn them out like it gets -40,
Uh-huh.
and they don't take them any feed. They're just like the pasture my filly was in was a 2,000 acre pasture, and the only thing they made sure was the water wasn't frozen,
Yeah.
and other than that, they were to fend for themselves.
My goodness, look at this. This YouTube one is taking forever.
Yeah, my service up here isn't very good at all.
No, the service is... Okay, let me just go back then. Yeah, it is pretty slow, isn't it? Okay, it's waiting for something. We're experiencing technical difficulties right now.
Is it still working on it?
It's still working. Yep, see? Not a thing is happening there.
Hmm.
Yep, see, not a thing is happening. Let's reload it and see if that'll work.
I think old Larky pooped.
Say what? Yeah, he's...
He tuckered out.
And Jiminy's and Wilson was spent...
I don't see where you got the horse thing up there, though.
It's not loading.
It's not loading. Okay, let's go back here. Let's try it this way. Wilson had 2 one-hour sessions out in the car lot, so that boy's sound asleep. He didn't even wake up to eat.
That's where I take Ace to go run around and
In the
play.
car lot?
Yeah.
He didn't even wake up to eat.
You know, if you shut that 6-foot gate right there by the meat shack, you know
Yeah.
where it is? That you shut that, then that's a contiguous pen you can put the dog out in,
Okay.
because it comes down right by the guest house,
Mhm.
and there's a fence there. So
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I let him play on my porch in that little alleyway.
yeah. Well, you can open there's a door in that alleyway,
Yeah. No, yeah.
or you can just let him go down the stairs.
I usually let him go down the stairs because when I go, he goes in front of me and he goes down to the bend and the stairs to the little platform, and I tell him to wait while I latch the gate,
Yeah.
and he'll wait right there for me.
Right.
That's too bad we're not getting this filmed.
I know, and we're not... I'm trying to get it on my... trying to get it on my phone, too. But it's not even pulling up pictures on my phone. Come on.
Can you copy and paste it type thing?
I'm gonna get back to it.
Oh, I got it on my phone.
Oh, you have it?
I've seen that guy and that horse before. Oh,
Really?
Yeah, that's amazing.
He's good. Also, how did they get the white tail? Where did that white tail come from?
I think it's just the way the horse is.
I never saw a horse.
I got a friend on Facebook that in the summertime, her horse, it's a gelding. He's a buckskin, and then when it gets
really?
cold, when he starts getting his winter coat, he turns jet black.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen one that I don't remember what breed it was. I think it was standard bred that was like looked like a flea bitten gray in the summer and would turn jet black in the winter.
Really?
Huh.
Okay, what is going on
Here
here?
we go. Yeah, where he's got those white legs, that's his natural tail.
That's unbelievable.
That's a paint that ain't.
You really think he's going to give you a dressage exam here?
Right.
See, this is
Yeah, he gets him to lay down and gets on top of him and all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff.
all sorts of. The one that's amazing is when he's got his hat on the horse's foot. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And he's actually manipulating the horse's leg, but it's beautifully done.
That's funny.
No, he's not done yet.
Oh no, because it's what? 10 minutes long.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see.
Have you ever come up with a password
Oh.
so complicated?
You want to keep watching
Okay,
it?
we got it. Okay, we have a
Google's
couple more
password manager
questions.
creates and
Let me
secure-
see.
Well, as long as you've seen it once.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But with the hat on the foot,
Oh yeah.
and he goes to reach for it, and he hits the horse's stifle, which moves the hat just out of his reach, and back and forth. It's just.
Matt, I think
Priceless.
this is for you. Someone's looking for a donation for the swear bear. Okay, Michelle, what are the spurs for? We might have been on highlights when you were
Oh.
explaining that.
The spurs are designed to, like, when I use my legs on a horse, I wrap, like, if this is my toe and this is my heel and this is my forearms, my calf.
Yeah.
So when I go to apply, because I want my horse to listen to my legs and my seat more than my hands. So my hands are always a last resort. So I use my upper body as kind of a counterweight to their body. So if they're leaning down, I can just rock back into the outside and pick up their front end the way I need to. And when I use my legs, I'll start with my calves and then I'll put the inside of my foot, because my spur will come off the back. So I'll rub my calf down and roll it down, and then I'll put my ankle on them. And then if they're still not getting off of my leg, then I turn my toe out, which engages my spur into their side, and I drop my toe and pick my spur up, because I'm telling that horse to pick up that rib cage and get off of it.
Oh, I
But
see.
when I tell them that, I also, if I'm moving them to the left, I'll open my left leg and come with my right, because I teach them to move away from pressure. So the way I try to design it is every time I ask a horse to do something, there's always a way out.
Yeah.
And I want them to have an out, and so they tell me mentally where they are and what they can take. So I'm always opening the door and then sweeping out the stuff outside.
What age do you generally start training them?
I don't like everybody likes the babies and stuff. I don't really care for it because I
Yeah.
can't do a whole lot.
Right.
I just assume them be wild as can be until they're 2, and then I teach them how to do everything.
Yeah.
But most of the breeds up here, where it's so dominant English, if they got draft blood in them, then you can't start them till they're like 4 or 5.
Right. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, Peg McCabe, she loves your laugh, Matt. Carlene, be sure to put an SDP pen in your pen holders.
That's the only kind we got.
Okay. And then Puppy Love posted a link, which Matt found also. And I think we are about done.
Okay.
Okay. We're done? Okay.
I already had dinner and dessert.
Yes, you did. And actually, you had 3 cupcakes left, and I stole one.
Oh,
Okay.
what did the chef leave today?
He left Mediterranean lasagna with shrimp, cheeseburger meatloaf with carrots and mashed potatoes.
That was not bad.
It smelled good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smelled good.
It's sort of weird meatloaf, but the carrots and mashed potatoes were good too.
Okay. Well, anything you want to add before we sign off?
Did you get some supper somewhere along the line?
Yeah.
We got some. I hope everybody's eating out of that refrigerator down in the.
You're going to get dinner out down there at the little refrigerator down there, right?
What are you talking about down there where
Yeah.
by the teepee?
Yeah.
I've done it once.
Well, there's cheeseburger, meatloaf,
Okay.
and
No, I
Mediterranean
appreciate
lasagna.
I try not to keep any food in the training room because
That could be.
when I get bored, I eat, especially when it's cold.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go outside.
Yep. Yeah, understood.
So if I don't
Understood.
have any food up there, then I don't eat a whole
There
lot.
you go. There you go. Well, maybe you can just eat inside and then go. And then go.
Yeah. No, I'm not too big.
You're about
on
to
it.
get an oven though, because I think we're going to take the oven out of the kitchen.
Oh,
That'd
really?
be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had an oven and a fridge besides one of them little college fridges, I'd actually go to the grocery store. Like ever since I moved out of Wenham, I don't think I've even been in the grocery store
Yeah.
unless I went in there to buy my girlfriend flowers.
Well, if you can con her into it, you're all set.
Okay.
I come from an age when it was a fiasco to see a man at a grocery store.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You just
Really?
never went in a
That's
grocery store.
women's work.
That's
what
right.
they say.
Oh, turn around.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's
That's
how
a-
they used to be.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
Just
That's
like
true.
if to see some of the, pardon my French, swear bear stupid shit that people get riled up over nowadays. I can see somebody getting riled up, taking it the wrong way of the rebel flag. Everybody's got their opinion, whatever. But like these people getting offended, saying, "Oh, this is sexist and that's sexist," and "Oh, let's." This whole transgender movement of
Well, let me
arguing-
tell you, Ipswich.
arguing over which bathroom who can go in, and it's like, what is so complicated about this,
It's
guys?
pretty
And then
hypersensitive.
you see a sign when you got this was, 16 years ago. I had a lesbian couple that I did some barn work for in West Virginia, and they trained those saddlebreds.
Yeah.
And anyway, she was like, "You'll never be nothing more than a groom." And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
That was your throwdown
Oh, yeah,
challenge,
yeah,
right? That was
yeah.
your challenge. She drew the line and you exceeded. Good for you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm worried
never-
about with Janine over here, because coming along when she was in high school, what all these guys over here wanted to do was to find a girl who could ride one horse and lead three at the same time to
Oh, yeah.
exercise all their polo ponies.
Yeah,
And she could do that.
yeah,
I go, no, she's not going to do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
You go back to school.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Well, it's like Chrissy likes riding with me. Like we went out yesterday and the day before, and just to ride over to meet her, and the riding we did and going back, I rode 15 miles both days.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
anyway, she loves riding with me because she doesn't have to, be all etiquette. She can just do whatever in the hell she wants.
Right.
She doesn't have to say, "Is it okay to trot now?"
Yeah.
If you want to trot, trot.
Right.
If you want to just haul ass,
Right.
haul ass.
Right.
I don't care. I'm going to train my horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
My horse is being good. I'll be right there by you.
Right.
If not, I'll see you in a
See
little
ya.
while. But that's the way we ride. And anytime we approach anybody, I think less than 5% of the horse community will actually trot and lope on the trail. The rest of them just walk.
Oh, really?
And I didn't understand it because the way I was taught was, if your horse is worried about something, work on it and fix it.
Yeah.
Don't avoid it.
Right.
Because when you avoid it, it's never going to get any better.
Right.
And you see people like, I'd be teaching a horse to do rein and spins pretty good or something like that, and they'd be like 50 yards away and say, "Can you please get your horse to stop doing that so I can pass?" Do what? Now I can see if I'm desensitizing one with my whip or something and somebody's coming by, then I'll quit that. But what's that? What's that guy that around here? He's oh gosh, I can't think of his name for nothing. Anyway, he trains for a rich lady that lives for an O'Connell lady behind Nancy's over there in Wenham, and trains it over at Ledyard in their arena.
Yeah.
And the guy can't ride worth 8 days. And he's on her horse, prepping it. Well, I'm over in my yard, in Nancy's yard, where I'm always training, and I'm desensitizing one with the whip, and he comes trotting over, like, to the road, but he stays on Ledyard's side. He doesn't cross the road into my side, and he starts yelling at me to cut it out.
What?
And I was like, "You kiss my ass," I said, if
Where's
you
the
could,
swear bear?
yeah, if you could train that horse you were riding to deal with pressure, you could be over it in less than an hour.
Yeah.
But oh no, let's dance around and watch the thing try and kill us
Yeah.
and say, "Oh, this is worth $250,000." No, it's not. There's a saying. Skilled horses ain't cheap, and cheap horses ain't skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people say, "Oh, I want a really good trail horse." Okay, you got 15,000 because that's where they start out at.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you find one for under 15.
Yeah.
That's that's like her horse. If she couldn't ride anymore and decided she wanted to sell her horse for the stuff that mare's already accomplished, she's a $20,000 horse. I don't care if she's a rescue or not.
Yeah.
Because she's a natural born babysitter.
Yeah.
Now she's funny on the ground, she'd be a little jumpy and skittish and stuff, but you put a rider on her back and it's like a switch turns on.
Oh,
She's
really?
like, babysitter mode.
You know,
Yeah.
two finely trained horses that I've seen here were the two that are trying to manage the crowd down in Houston. Have you watched those two in the news exam?
No.
They're trying to straighten out the crowd, and they're working the crowd like you would cattle. And they really are very well,
Big.
very lightly trained.
Well, I say I wanted, Rottenhouse before I came over here. They were putting those ads up on Massachusetts horse people and different things like that. You know, the mounted police are looking for horses. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, do they know what a good horse is?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you've never had a car and you've just been huffing it,
Yeah.
you're happy to get a Chevette,
Right.
okay? But when Mommy and Daddy spoil you with a Corvette and then take it away and give you a Chevette, you are highly offended.
Yeah.
So people like, oh, I've been riding my whole life. Well, you've been playing Russian roulette and ain't died yet, but I'm telling you, it's close. Chrissy was telling me she shared it on her page of a guy that adopted a horse and even had it set up to where the horse could open the door and come inside, and he didn't know nothing about horses. He'd just spent every day with this horse. Well, when he finally decided, just being ignorant, oh, I'm going to hop on this horse and just ride it. The horse damn near killed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bucked him off,
Oh,
and
wow.
then stepped on his leg, and it needed to be amputated.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, try that for the first time getting on a horse. That's why,
wow.
like when Janine, brings these rescues in, I don't know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
But luckily I've kind of formed a foundation of testing out all the buttons
Yeah.
to see what it's like. Because there's some of them that they just go right into self-preservation mode, and there ain't a thought process in their head. They will get so scared they don't care to hurt you or hurt themselves because they literally just lost their mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you never know what you're getting into. It's like, I know people like big horses around here, but how about we, because I'm trying to convince older women, let's get shorter horses that are broker,
Yeah.
so you don't need
A
to call
stepladder.
somebody to come with a mountain block because you're out in the middle of the woods and had to
right.
pee.
Right.
Well, that's how Janine got so involved with myopia. Is that she was the only one that could catch a loose horse and get somebody back on their horse.
Oh yeah. Like, you know how many times I have to go and just be like this and be like, stand on my knee. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you ain't got a mountain block. Do you want to ride or you want to walk?
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But yeah, and let's get these big horses. Everybody likes big horses.
Well,
Not to be mean, but when they've got draft blood in them, they're sweet as can be. But they ain't very smart a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know?
well, they're just not built
Well,
for
they
this sort
can't.
of.
They don't know how to take pressure. It's like when I think of a big horse, I think of elephants. Now, an elephant can be masculine, huge, and powerful. Sees a mouse, it's climbing a tree.
Yeah. 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 Right.
You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
Well, I think a lot of the big horses here goes they want the draft because it's quieter.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, let me take away your car, and I'm gonna give you an old beat-up station wagon that ain't got no power steering, because that's what it's like riding them big ones.
Well, I know, but
Like,
that's all they
will
want to
you
do.
turn because you're trying to pull around 2,000 pounds. I want to be like this. I want to have 3 foot of slack in my reins, and when I point my knuckles over there, I expect that horse to start turning. You got to find that, dialing one in, as I call it, to where you get them totally balanced and joined in with you, because I teach mine to be so well balanced they throw their head and neck down.
Wow.
Because I want them focused on what I want. I don't want this,
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
drives me nuts. It's like, focus.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when you're driving a pair, though, a pair of the draft horses, it's really introduction to power steering.
Yeah.
Because you can they're just as light as can be when you're driving them.
See, I got a horse a buddy of mine has, and he's almost down on the Connecticut border. I've never driven a team. I've never even been in a wagon that had a team hooked up to it. I don't know, it always kind of paranoid me. Like, I don't want that team, watching Westerns growing up.
Yeah.
I don't want no runaway team with me,
That does happen. It does happen.
But my friend,
It doesn't happen with donkeys.
Yeah, but my friend has this really cool horse that I started for him. She is half Frisian and half Gypsy Vanner,
Oh, jeez.
and she's a black, chocolate, brown, and white paint. And she's really cool. She can stop really hard. She can turn really good. Like, the only horse in my life that I ever started, be the first one on their back. And she was so calm the first day I got on her back in a wide open field, I pulled the saddle off and rode her bareback the same day.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
like really calm. And he wants me to teach her how to drive because he sent her to somebody that's supposedly big into driving or whatnot, and they just kept the horse in the box for 90 days and took all his money and didn't do anything with the horses. So he
Driving is not easy.
so if you could help me or teach me, like I don't know nothing about hooking up the harnesses and stuff.
Oh, I don't.
That's like somebody told me to tack up a horse English. I'd be like, how do you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
What we should do is put that big harness on some of the draft horses Janine has.
Yeah,
And when you see how you can manipulate them on the ground, I think you'd be impressed. Because you can ask them to take half a step, one direction, and they will.
yeah. Well, I get the concept.
And a lot of times, if your leg is between them and the log that you're dragging,
Yeah,
and you ask for half an inch, you ain't mean a half an inch.
yeah.
And they really and we had the lead team of Walt Disney, a pair of blacks, and they were beautifully trained. Beautifully
Wow.
trained. Then we went out and bought two.
Wow.
That got us in all kinds of trouble. But,
The first two were good.
but you could go in any parade, do anything with them, and they were
Yeah.
fine. Fine.
Yeah, well, over there at Groton House, when the cops were looking for mounted horses, everybody over there was like, "Oh, we can turn this one into it," and I'm like, "Look, you don't understand. You find that horse that's its niche. That's the kind of work it likes to do.
Right.
Because you ain't going to just get any old horse to when people are riding and everything else and throwing their hands up. You want that horse to say, I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and I told your ass to move.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like I've had horses that I could teach them to kick on command.
Yeah.
Because they were kickers.
Right.
So if they're going to kick anyway, you
Right.
ain't going to get them to quit.
Yeah.
So might as well kick on command. Kick that bucket. Bam! Kick that dog. Bam! Things like that. I mean, you just take what's already there. It's kind of like with people, we get so caught up in our everyday life, but just like you see, if somebody's extremely special at one thing, whether it be acting or horse training or whatever, they probably suck at the rest of life. Because they have spent all that time to master that. Like me, I'm a freaking mess when I'm not with a horse. So I don't try to be anything else other than what I am, because I say, hey. I'm not joking when I say I'm good at riding horses and pissing people off, because it comes natural.
Well, should I turn off the mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Good night.